So we immediately get the transcript, and then I pretty much created a AI prompt using ChatGPT Playground, where I was essentially taking the previous 300, 400 calls that we did, and I was actually saying, irregardless of outcome. That was a really important thing, because the problem when you're like, so people are like, only feed it your best clients. Well, first of all, you're always gonna have less clients than you are sales calls. And anybody that's done anything in AI knows that the more data you can give it, typically the better it is. And so so let's take away clients. The other downside of the clients versus sales calls is that the number of clients you have, at least in our industry, is directly proportional to how good your salespeople are on those sales calls. And so I could be having amazing people who are not becoming clients because the sales team is dropping the ball for whatever reason.
100%.
So that's why we focus only on sales calls, and then we're essentially trying to figure out, okay, from these sales calls, I talked about those 3 sections there, but what makes this person quote unquote qualified? And we like, there's specific rules to this prompt, like it can't infer anything, it has to be specifically stated, it says specific timestamps there. And we essentially created this thing to say this person should or should not be in the pipeline, and we look at all the things that you'd be interested in. Their application, their sales call transcript, how accurate their application is then on the actual sales call, what they're saying on the sales call. And then we're also able to, instead of a salesperson saying, this person's not qualified, I'm going to DQ them, and now it's not going to hurt my KPIs. Now we're having this bot say, should this person be DQ'd or not?
100%.
Now we have an objective way to do it. So I'm using Fathom, a very specific in-depth prompt from OpenAI that I did after doing a bunch of sales calls. And then we're sending it out to a Google Sheet and then also to Slack. And of course, the final part of this whole thing is I created that, and then there's the iterations, right? So then I did that like a month ago or whatever, and then it was like, okay, every day I review what this is saying. First of all, is this accurate? Second of all, is there any kind of correlation with a higher score and more closes? There should be at least some kind of correlation, even though sales is being involved.
Am I tying the right data into what I should be looking at?
Or is it looking at the right thing? Is it assuming, is it correct in saying, essentially this person should close? That's the final piece of the marketing qualification bot. It actually gives out of 5 the likelihood that this person should close, and it doesn't actually look at the outcome of the call. And so is it assuming it correctly? And of course, nothing's ever perfect, but if it's getting me the right trend, and I'm doing that literally within a minute of the call being done, well, when you're spending $5,000, $10,000 a day on ads, you're able to really quickly be like, okay, this ad, even though it's getting us a bunch of book calls, all of these book calls are 50s or below, so let's cut that off. Even though they're lower cost per book call, let's cut that off. This one here, we haven't closed any yet, but they're 75s or above. So we know they should be on the calendar, so let's leave that there, and then let's maybe look on the sales side as a reason why the ball is being dropped.
If you want me and my team to install any of these systems in your business done for you, make sure you go down below and book a free revenue system diagnostic call. We're gonna get on a call, identify your biggest bottleneck, and show you exactly what we would do to solve it there live. The best news is we offer every single client a no questions asked money back guarantee.